Kiki is wearing her harness today. She needs to survive in it for 5 hours. She looks absolutely terrified right now because she thinks I'm taking her outside. So she goes into her hidey hole to get a
Oh.
get away from me. But she doesn't know that all the training we're doing today is going to be indoors. See, I've spent months harness training Kiki and she's doing really well. But I completely forgot about the second half, which is leash training, which she is not used to at all. So she spent the first hour of the day running and jumping and playing. But I wanted to see if we could do the same in the hallway. So I held her tight and sat right outside of my front door. But Kiki has trust issues, so she shimmied her way over to the door. Unfortunately, the door is closed. But luckily for Kiki, there's a pretty low risk we're going to run into anyone out here. So then she shimmied her way over to me where it's safe. We're now 2 hours in and Kiki is looking a lot more comfortable with her harness and leash. She even finds a nice comfy spot to lay. I can tell she wants to explore, but she refuses to stray too far away from me. So I rewarded her with the treat and we headed back inside. And this is where she spent the third hour resting and re-energizing. But I want her to get as much experience as possible with her new harness leash combo. So we spent the next hour doing a lot more play. And this went a lot better than our first play session because it proves that she can get used to this. So for the fifth and final hour, I tried to see if Kiki would be willing to go outside the front door all on her own. She heard voices coming from the distance and it caught her attention. She quietly sat outside and stalked them like prey. But the moment they left, Kiki ran back inside. She's doing so well, I didn't want her to give up. So I tried to entice her by playing with her toy. And it seemed like it was working. But Kiki caught on to my plan and started to back up into her bedroom. And yes, backing up this way is the only option. Kiki is wearing her harness today, and she needs to survive in it for 5 hours. This is a room full. Kiki is wearing her harness. Kiki is so stubborn. I've been spending the past few weeks trying to get her to play this memory game with me, but some of you mentioned that she might not have object permanence because once I hide the treat, she loses all interest. But I don't think that's completely true. I think I just need to teach her the rules. I was able to teach her how to select a cup by touching the top of it. She only understood it about half the time, but oh, come cuddle, come cuddle. I wish Kiki loved me more than anything in the world. Kiki? Hey, Kiki. Oh. Kiki? What are you doing? Who called me? What the? Kiki? Oh, come cuddle, come. Kiki loves to play in trash. That's why my room is full of wrapping paper. I was trying to simulate filling up my bedroom. I'm finally taking Kiki outside, and we're bringing her tent with us. We spent a lot of time preparing Kiki for this day. Kiki was playing in her tent when I'm going to test my cat's memory. Kiki refuses to leave her home. I am now forced to find new ways to keep her entertained in there. She enjoys watching her mouse run around, but after a while she loses interest. She began acquiring all these new toys and knickknacks. I'm worried she's turning into a doomsday prepper. Kiki doesn't I finally have proof. I am going to see what $20 can get you at the pet store. This is for my cat, so we have to get something she'll love. Who am I kidding? I was thinking of getting her a collar, but they're $9, and she doesn't even go outside, so it's not needed.
Oh my god, wait, this actually fits her so well, because she's African.
I think she would prefer treats. Temptations are highly processed. No good.
Bonkers. Oh my god.
This label says $6.99, but that's not true. It actually costs $12.99. Read the labels before buying, folks. I'm gonna have to go to the clearance section.
This one might be a good choice. Is this a laser pointer? This is $9 so far. I'm gonna use this. I need to get like a small treat that goes in there. I'll try this to see if she likes salmon. She definitely likes the shrimp. Okay, let's see if I made a good choice. Yeah. I could have sworn this would all come out under 20. What am I being taxed for? State tax, county tax, special tax on the special tax, city tax. Why am I being taxed for living in a society? Why are there two special taxes?
Follow along to see if these actually work. I am going to see what $20. I finally have proof. I told you all to not expect an update anytime soon on this. But Kiki continues to blow my mind. She is such a smart kitty. Watch this. It has literally only been 7 days since she's had these buttons, and she already knows how to use the hungry button to tell me to wake up to feed her. So I went ahead and did it. Some of you might think it's not a good idea to reinforce this behavior in the middle of the night. She can wait till the morning to eat. But I disagree. When a queen asks for food, you must obey her. And boy, did it pay off. Because after she was done eating, she decided to grace me with her presence by cuddling with me. Sure, I may have gotten little to no sleep, which affected my work the morning after, but this was the best midnight surprise I could ever ask for. She spent like an hour making biscuits on me, and then she fell asleep between my legs. I'm not used to receiving this kind of love, but I think the fact that she knows how to use her buttons and ask me for food is the reason why we're doing so well so early on. I had fully expected this process to take a lot longer, but me and Kiki are basically besties. Except not really, because she's the queen and I'm the peasant. I finally have proof. I told you all to not expect an update anytime soon on this, but Kiki continues to blow my mind. I decided to bring out the harness and some treats. I don't know if she's harness trained, but I had this great idea of putting a treat on the other end of the neck hole. Kiki wasn't very happy about this though. She started throwing some hands. The harness was small, so I adjusted the size. At this point, I thought maybe she just wasn't ready, but I'm not giving up. If there's something that can convince her to do anything, it would be these little scrimp treats. Is it just me, or do you also mindlessly stare at your cat and appreciate how beautiful they are? This clearly wasn't going to work, so I needed to tire her out. But after play comes some pets. And now is the moment of truth. Dun, 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 dun. I give her more treats because of how proud I am of her for going through that. But we're not done yet. We have to adjust it. She looks like a toddler who snuck into my closet and is wearing a size too large. I'll only keep it on for a few hours. But the reason why we're doing this is because I've noticed her interest in the outdoors. She wants to go out, but I haven't let her because we have to go together. I finally have proof. I told you all to not expect an update anytime soon on this, but Kiki continues to blow my mind. She is such a smart kitty. Watch this. I decided to bring out the harness and some treats. I don't know if she's harness trained, but I had this great idea of putting a treat on the other end of the neck hole. Kiki wasn't very happy about this though. She started throwing some hands. The harness was small, so I adjusted the size. At this point, I thought maybe she just wasn't ready, but I'm not giving up. This could have been bad. Toenail stopped by like she normally does. We've been getting a little closer behind the scenes. I've been feeding her well, so she always comes back for more. I thought to sit out in my balcony to spend some quality time with her. Kiki saw us hanging out and decided to join, but she wasn't here to crack a cold one with us. She's got that predator look on her face. I would know. I watch her stalk her toys, but this squirrel's instinct is non-existent.
Nut protector.
She gives Kiki a warning to back up, but Kiki's not afraid, and I think it's cute. I had to intervene. Kiki's mad. I scared away her prey. There's stray cats in my neighborhood, so I'm sure this squirrel has had its fair share of encounters, but I don't need this to go sideways, so I move the plate to the opposite side. Kiki's a good girl, and me and Toenail continue to hang out until I notice Kiki's starting to get some FOMO. They had about a 5-minute staring contest. Toenail trusts me, but Kiki, not so much. She knows she's trouble. Should I intervene, or should I let what's about to happen happen? This felt like one of those National Geographic moments, but I couldn't watch. This isn't a Disney movie. Kiki's 1 second away from making my balcony look like a crime scene. I ask her to go back inside so we can let Toenail finish her dinner in peace. Kiki had a lot to say after the interaction. This could have been bad. Toenail stopped by like she normally does. We've been getting a little closer behind the scenes. I've been feeding her well, so she always comes back for more. I thought to sit out in my balcony to spend some quality time with her. Kiki saw us hanging out and decided to join, but she wasn't here to crack a cold one with us. She's got that predator look on her face. I would know. I watch her stalk her toys, but this squirrel's instinct is non-existent.
Nut protector.
She gives Kiki a warning to back up, but Kiki's not afraid, and I think it's cute. I had to intervene. Kiki's mad. I scared away her prey. There's stray cats in my neighborhood, neighborhood, so I'm sure this squirrel has had its fair share of encounters. But I don't need this to go sideways, so I move the plate to the opposite side. Kiki's a good girl. And me and Toenail continue to hang out until I notice Kiki's starting to get some FOMO. They had about a 5 minutes. No one warned me that this is what it's like having a wild cat. Kiki's both a lover and a fighter. She loves getting her pets and cuddles from me, but she always attacks. Watch her make these little air biscuits on my hands. It may not look powerful, but it is a deadly move. She doesn't like when her belly's being touched, which is valid. That's basically every cat. But Kiki tends to take it personal. But Kiki really only gets this affectionate when she wants something. We usually play with the cat wand, but I wanted to switch it up tonight. Since she wants to wrestle, I decided to bring out this dog toy. This was hard to film and play. But Kiki doesn't do regular cat toys. They're too easy for her. She destroys them. So it's either I get dog toys or let her domestically abuse me. I don't want to sacrifice my pretty hands. So this might be the last time we'll wrestle until I figure out a better solution. Kiki's in her Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu era. No one warned me that this is what it's like having a wild cat. Kiki's both a lover and a fighter. You know I love Kiki, but when she does stuff like this, it's really hard not to miss the full night's rest I used to get before I got her. I woke up in a panic because I thought something went wrong, but these were just the 4 a.m. zoomies. She then spent the next 15 minutes teasing the hungry button. Here she is enjoying her favorite meal, invisible curry. I don't regret the buttons. I love them actually. I just wish she would use them during appropriate times of the day. She presses the button, but the way she does it is so cute. And there she goes, a queen, demanding her servant to feed her. I'm running on fumes, and my eyes are heavy, but I can't say no to Kiki. She thanks me for my service, and she goes to enjoy her midnight snack. I just released this planter in collaboration with Target. If you want your very own Kiki, you can find it at your local Target. That's actually just a joke, but this planter looks just like her, so I had to get it. I hope she doesn't think I'm trying to replace her, because she doesn't look very happy about it. Me, obsessed with you? Yes. You know I love Kiki, but when she betrayed me today. I knew this would happen someday, so I spent the whole evening making a sock puppet for her, stuffed with all her favorite toys. I don't think she knew what to do with it at first, but she eventually warmed up to it. I just had to bribe her with some catnip. It's looking like a whale, tiny black whale with fish arms. This makeshift toy really caught her attention, and it kept me entertained the whole night, but she's treating it more like a baby than a toy. Is it too much for me to wrap it around with some real squirrel fur? And just as I think she's starting to lose her interest in this toy, she runs back to it. See here, it just looks like she's coddling it. And then she goes demon mode. She's not regular Kiki anymore. This is the anti-Kiki, a force to be reckoned with. She eats the souls of those who betray. It has officially been 1 month since I adopted Kiki. Kiki wanted to go outside, but it was raining. I opened the door anyway. She wasn't sure at first. She looks back at me to make sure I'm
Homer drops his
I bet this video can't get the same number of likes and comments. I bet this video can't get the same number of likes and comments.
Have Matin. I'll give you one. What's up, Parkston? And Val, what's going on? All right, bet. Cool. Okay. Sweet. All right, let me real quick. We'll do some more giveaways in a sec. Let me see how much Oh my god.
Craft last Dono. You're not gonna believe me, but I got every ghost pepper seed.
Every
when
ghost
game
pepper
first
seed
came out and never got to record it. Frown.
That's crazy. That's some good
It's
luck.
my fan-made trailer, so it's not leaked.
Oh, it's a fan-made trailer. Well, I got to be careful watching stuff like that. It might get copyrighted, so I can't watch that right now. I'll have to look at it some other time. I appreciate it, though. I'll check it out, Parkston. I'll check it out. Actually, Parkston, remind me on the
Do that, Kitty. Why did you eat the dog, Kitty? I tell you not to do that, Kitty.